Hey guys, Pyrostasis here, and for those of you tuning in now, we're going to be setting up I'm going to be changing the way some of my channel stuff works. First off, I'm going to start doing specific things in specific days. It'll give us a little bit more order and things will seem a little bit more... For those of you who are interested in different things, you can tune into the days that you're interested in, and if you're not interested in certain things, then you just skip those days. And one of the things I'm going to start doing due to popular request is Let's Play Wednesdays, if I can talk that is. Wednesdays I'll be playing some game, depending on my rather varied taste in games for that day. At the moment it's probably going to be a whole lot of Star Wars, since that seems to be the main focus of my enjoyment at the moment. And then I'll be announcing pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week over the next couple days once I get that all finalized. But for now, a couple hours on Wednesdays will be streamed, and at least an hour of that footage will make it to YouTube, again, depending on the game that I'm playing. So today what I'm doing is I'm playing my Imperial Sniper, who is kind of cute in an emo sort of way. This is one of the advanced classes for the Imperial Agent. And you get to pick whether you want to go operative or sniper, and since I like shooting people in the face from long range, I figured sniper would probably be a better fit for me. For those of you who aren't familiar with Star Wars, the Old Republic, it's a very story-driven game, so you're going to get a shit ton of cutscenes. It's almost like playing a single-player game with your friends. So I've already completed the first area, which for me is Hutta. And now starting up with the main storyline on Drummond Cass. I did a little PvP, so I'm a little bit higher level than probably would normally be when you get here. But we'll be picking up with the main storyline. And another caveat, since this is a brand new character for me, I'm actually trying to catch up with my friends. Since I re-rolled from the Bounty Hunter Mercenary, I may not be playing this class optimally, so yes, I'm aware that I'm sucking. Yes, I'm aware that I'm probably not doing things the way they should be done, but I'm just quest grinding, having fun with it, and I'll optimize and min-max later. So let's get started. See what Commander Rillon has to say.
Welcome, sir. I'm Commander Rylan. We have an emergency on our hands and could use an extra officer on point. Something is stirring up the jungle beasts, which makes the route between here and Cast City hazardous. Several individuals traveling on foot have disappeared. I've even had reports of jungle beasts attacking speeders.
That's a bummer.
Send a strike team to put down these predators.
I've already tried that, sir. The results were unexpected. I dispatched 2 commando teams into the jungle to clear out the beasts, but they never returned. An emergency holo message came through from one of the team leaders. I'll play it for you.
Couldn't have been much of a commando team.
Landing beacons are emitting some kind of energy. Power surges are driving the beast mad. Can't get close enough to reroute power. Lost my team. Beasts closing in. Need reinforcement.
Sensors confirm unusual energy readings in the jungle. The spaceport's landing beacons appear to be the cause.
That's a bummer.
How could landing beacons affect the creatures?
If a beacon's energy signature has been altered, the sonic frequency could be extremely disruptive to a creature's nervous system. I realize I'm asking a great deal of you, sir, but someone needs to reroute power on those landing beacons.
Did he just call me sir?
From here. Return when you're done. Good luck. The jungle predators are fierce.
Fucker just called me sir. I ought to shoot him right there where he stands. I clearly have boobs, sir. Very nice pair of perky ones, if I might add. One of the nice things that I do like about Star Wars is these binding points. Now, if you've played World of Warcraft or Rift and things like that, you're aware that, you know, if you recall to... If you use your Hearthstone or whatnot, you're going to recall to your bind spot. You know, in World of Warcraft, that's ends. In Rift, fuck, I don't even remember what it was, but you could recall to different locations. Well, in Star Wars, once you discover a location, you can recall back to it at will. So that means you don't necessarily have to pick, or you don't necessarily have to go to the point that you're quote-unquote bound at. You can recall to any point that you've discovered as long as it's on the planet you're on. So, you know, if you do your big quest objective up in the north and then decide that you want to go, you know, far down south, It's really, really nice to be able to, you know, just instantly travel down there as opposed to having to take a flight path. Wow. Etc., etc. So it makes flight travel a lot easier. Now, I have gone through this area before, so this is a repeat for me. I'm going to head up here and get the Datacron while I'm knocking out these, knocking out this mission as well. Datacrons are a really nice way to get permanent stat increases for your character without needing to, you know, actually equip any gear or anything along those lines. You just simply use it and it automatically gains stats to you permanently. And there's quite a few of them. Guess it would help if I didn't just walk right up on that guy, huh? Now, the whole thing about the sniper and the agents and the operatives and all those is this cover mechanic. And cover, you'll see that I've got like a fake shield up right now. That's more or less inventing cover. But if this wasn't like an open plane or whatnot, my agent would actually be standing behind it and shooting. And it gives you, I believe, a 20% or more range defense bonus. So, you know, you actually get some kind of bonus for, you know, being in cover, which I think is cool. And sadly, some areas work a little bit better than others. Like this rock here, I'm not actually getting behind it like I would like. Instead, I'm still acting like I'm under no cover at all. But, oh well. Hopefully a little bit later on I can get to some spots that actually do work and you can see the rolling mechanics, which are really cool. The nice thing about this class, though, as opposed to some of the other ones, is just the sheer amount of damage that it does. You'll notice that these creatures have a little white icon up in their upper right-hand corner. I'm not sure exactly what the class would be in like other games. This isn't quite elite, it's just harder than normal mobs. So, you know, for like my bounty hunter or whatnot, that would be a fairly decent fight. Oh, mouse went apeshit. Sorry about that. But for this tune, it's pretty easy. You know, you just snipe the shit out of them, and they leave you alone. And like I said, still learning all the abilities. I've got that little ball I threw on him. Basically makes my next damage do a shit ton of damage. I don't know if you can. Let me pull up the tooltip for it. There we go. Basically, you put that little ball on, and then the next damage that you do to him does 300 extra damage. So it makes you hit like a truck. So you can take out some fairly nasty mobs fairly easily. Oh, fuck. Now that time the roll actually worked. He's down. Now these are just normal mobs, and as you can see, they get dispatched fairly quickly. It's just the white mobs that are kind of resistant to my charms. A little white orb more or less stuns things. They call it a blind, but basically the mob just stands there and doesn't do shit. But, you know, after playing my bounty hunter, I was kind of looking for something that hit a little bit harder. I'm usually a pretty big healer, but I don't know, for whatever reason, the healing mechanics in this game didn't really work for me. You know, not to say that, you know, the healing mechanics were necessarily bad. It's just not really the flavor I was looking for. I thought about rolling an operative and going that route, but after watching some videos on YouTube, there just really didn't seem to be a big of a difference between the two different healing methods. I mean, they both basically healed the same. Okay, so this is actually an elite, and if you'll notice, he's got the little triangle, or the little star, I guess, in the upper right hand corner, and it's not white, it's yellow. So with this guy, I am going to actually try and see if I can get all my little mechanics off. Stunning him, except, okay, it did work. Now I snared him there. That makes him slow for a certain period of time. Come on. As you can see, he hits significantly harder than the other ones. And I am now out of ammo. Fuck. No, don't eat me. There we go. So that wasn't too bad for an elite mob. And I'm trying to remember where the Datacron is. I think it's up here around this corner, if I remember right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's up here. Now these are scattered throughout the game world. There's quite a few of them. I think there's about 4 to 5 of them per planet. And some of the stats are useful for your character, some of them aren't. There are some crystals that drop as well. And the crystals can be used to make make an item later on, and the item increases all your stats. But they're all pretty identifiable with the massive glow there. Star Wars doesn't run incredibly well on my machine, so I've got my graphics settings relatively low. So I'm thinking that that graphic is a little bit prettier on maybe some of the other machines. And that's the Presence Plus 2. I do have quite a few of the Datacron walkthroughs on my YouTube channel, so if finding all the locations and getting all of them is something that you're interested in, you're definitely going to search through my playlists. I've got them broken down by planet, so you can easily locate the different ones. I've got the first and second planets down, with the exception of the Juggernaut side / Inquisitor side. I need to head over to that planet and get the crystals off there. But I've got Drummond Koss, I've got some of Balmora, I think, and some of I'm not sure what the other planet's name is off the top of my head. But I'm going to try and get those finished up. When I decided to re-roll this tune, it kind of stopped my my upward progress, so I need to get caught up to the rest of my guild here shortly, and once I do that, I'll start recording the rest of the crystals again. Now this companion here, I'm not exactly sure what type of character she is. I believe she's an operative. She's a cross between a melee and a range, and she even has, I believe, some taunting capabilities. Yeah, she increases threat, so kind of a weird pet. I mean, she's not like the Sith Juggernaut and Inquisitor's pets, or Sith Warrior's pets. She's not going to take that much damage. I mean, she's still kind of squishy, and I believe she wears medium armor, but she can definitely help out. I mean, as a sniper, really all you need is somebody to keep the target busy for, 10 seconds or so while you beat the shit out of it with your gun. So, I did spend the time and make a purple weapon for myself. I picked up slicing and treasure hunting because both of those are pretty easy money-making skills, and I have a tendency to burn a ton of money trying to get crafting rolling. See, I should totally be able to roll into that cover right there, but no. Sadly, I cannot. Oh well. I guess we're supposed to flip this one here. Now, there are a series of quests you can do before you get to the city. On my first tune, I did actually walk to the city. There are some elite mobs between you and there. It's much easier to just do this intro quest, grab the Datacron, and then come back here and fly to your next objective. I wasn't aware I could do that prior and had to run through some rather nasty elite mobs right off the bat, which didn't turn out too well.
You did it, sir. According to sensors, all energy fluctuations from the landing beacons have ceased.
Calling me sir again.
Indicates they were deliberately sabotaged to drive the jungle beasts insane. I'm transmitting a full report to Cast City. I trust you'll find this payment satisfactory, sir. I apologize if I delayed you. Good day.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, that one's not bad. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Yeah, as far as Imperials go, that guy's downright pleasant. Most of the Imperials here are just absolute assholes. I gotta say the light side and dark side mechanic. Alright, I'll need to come back for that quest here in a bit. The light side and dark side mechanics are kind of cool. I don't know how they'll play out long term, and I think it's kind of disappointing that they don't have a neutral type setup, because if you actually play the game and make decisions like you would think you would make decisions, you're pretty much going to be neutral the whole way through. There's going to be some people that need killing, There's going to be some people that need saving, you know, and you're going to let the occasional person go, but if you actually want to gain the dark side or light side points, you have to be either a complete pushover or a total asshole. And I mean like putting puppies in blenders asshole. So it's a bit of a conundrum. I'm probably going to go, my bounty hunter was pure dark side, so I'm going to be going most likely pure light side with this guy, just for a slight change of pace. Now make sure that you pick up these bind points every time you come through, and the flight patterns. That is one of the nasty things about this area, is the two. There's the flight pattern basically from here up, and then there's the flight pattern basically from here down. And I never got him to cross. I may have missed a point in my last playthrough, but it was always an annoying pain in the ass. And this right here is the head town of the Imperials, or the Empire.
A second of your time, please. 9 to 20. Imperial Intelligence.
I'm assuming you have Keeper's clearance to approach me for this.
Cleared and processed. No point in dodging procedure. You're a new face on Droman Cast. That presents a unique opportunity and a small window in which to use it. I need you to meet a man. Go where he says and do what he asks. There's little danger. But you must not question me.
Going into a situation I don't understand makes me nervous. But I'll do what I must.
The man is named Amanda, and he is in a local cantina. Tell him the Lord of Sorrow sent him.
Lord of Sorrow.
We will not speak again.
That's a nice, warm, fuzzy name. Yes, I need you to go talk to Satan, yes. No, nothing to be feared. It's just Satan. Alrighty, so not going to be doing that one. I'll get around to that one later. Oh, I guess I can knock it out since I'm right here. Social points, the social vendors. If you'll notice on your bar here, you have social points and social levels. There is a separate set of gear that you can get for social stuff. Whenever you're in a group and you do missions together, when you make decisions, you get social points. And whoever wins the decision, like it's kind of like a loot roll in a normal game. Oh, what do you want?
I think the hottest smell is off my boots. Should have kicked in more faces while it lasted.
For all that time in the swamp, tell me you don't want to go home. Keep Nemra company.
If I get the urge to see the hut, it'll take me back. In the meantime, though, you and me against the galaxy. It's gonna be fun. All blasters and girl talk.
Something you want to gossip about?
Nah. You take the smart boys, I take the rich ones, we're all good. Let's go.
Okay, that was an interesting cutscene. Anyways, like I was saying, the social points, you'll have social vendors like this guy up here that sell equipment, and whenever you make a decision in a party, a dice is rolled, kind of like loot, and so whoever wins the roll gets to make the decision. Now, that being said, just because your decision wasn't honored doesn't mean that you won't get... I think that's what I need.
Good hunting.
There we go. Ominous music. Anyways, like I was saying, just because your decision wasn't picked, it doesn't mean it's going to get counteracted. So if you make a light side decision and the dark side decision is actually picked, then you still get credit for making that light side choice, and vice versa. You just get more social points if you get lucky and roll the roll. Let's see. Wow, that's a really masculine name for a man. Manda.
Nana, the Lord of Sorrow sent me.
Listen carefully. I can say this once. A Chiss security officer stands at the bank. Hand him this gambling chip. He will give you a small item and further instructions. Now walk away casually.
Okay. That would be all cool cloak and dagger stuff if, it wasn't so hilarious. I love the chat up here. The local chat just cracks me up. It's almost as bad as Baron's chat. Actually, on certain days it's actually worse. Yeah, the hell is Grub? That's exactly what I was thinking. And this city is broken into two parts. The part over here, and then the part over there. And there's 3 different wings over there, and I'm assuming that's broken into the different class archetypes. We shall see. I know the bounty hunters is on the far left, so I'll be either middle or right. And looks like I'll be right. And this is Star Wars version of the Griffins in WoW, or what were they? The petroglyphs or whatever. And each planet has its own little versions. They all suck. And let's see what Imperial Intelligence wants with us. I think I actually killed this guy on the bounty hunter storyline. Spoiler! It's like walking into the SS. Am I going the wrong way? Yep. Gotta tell you, this place looks dark and ominous as hell. And green borders are usually quest specific for your class. You can bring other people that are the same class as you in if they're in a group with you, but usually you can't bring, you know, random people. And new cutscene.
This is not your domain, Keeper. It is mine. It has always been mine.
Of course, my lord.
All you have built here, all you hope to control, it falls apart as easily as a human life. An hour ago, the Minister of Intelligence dropped to his knees and wept before me. You would do so too, if not for fear of being humiliated.
Well, the satisfaction is clear, my lord. It will be remedied. Now I'm asking you humbly to leave. These people are suffering in your presence.
I will leave my domain at the moment of my choosing, Keeper. You, Agent, you were the one sent to Hutter. Is that correct?
That's correct, my lord.
I am Darth Jadus. You served me well in your dealings with Nemro. You will serve me well again.
Oh, how brave do we want to be?
I serve Imperial Intelligence, not the Sith.
All the Empire serves the Sith. Even your handler has learned this. Keeper, you will use this one. She will complete the assignment as I have instructed.
She's quite capable, my lord, but she lacks experience. A more seasoned agent.
I have made my decision. I wish the situation resolved before I leave Drummond Cass. See to it that my will is done.
Very well.
It's a very scary looking guy.
Congratulations, agent. You've made a friend on the Dark Council.
Believe me, sir, it wasn't by choice.
I imagine not, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I want you outfitted and ready to leave as soon as possible. Grab your equipment from the lockers and meet me in my office. Once we're through with your debriefing, we'll discuss your next mission.
That's like having Hitler as a close personal confidant. As long as he likes you, it's all good. The second he stops liking you, you get shipped away. Disappeared. That's if you're lucky. And Sith make Hitler look like a compassionate individual. And what do we have here? Hopefully a nice new sniper rifle. Or not. Oh God. Go over here, pick up this. Go over here, pick up that. Need more shooting. That is one of the good things slash bad things about this game is there's constant storyline. If you're in a hurry, it kind of sucks because you're going to be going through a lot of storyline, and in my opinion, it's the main part of the game, but it definitely slows things down.
Come in, Agent. Let's talk. Khalil, wait outside, please. One of the watchers will handle your debriefing.
We need to talk about my terms.
I promise you you'll be well compensated. You can discuss the details with the watcher.
If you say so. You two have a good time.
Sir, I've been reviewing the report of your activities on Hutter. You were busier than I'd expected.
Are you going to tell me what Darth Jadis wanted?
This is a debriefing. I'll ask the questions.
Okay.
You were extremely effective in your mission, and I'm impressed by your efficiency.
Good
You
God.
use violence as a tool and not a crutch. Not many agents find that balance so easily. So I wonder, why did you join Imperial Intelligence?
Yeah, this guy is very friendly for an Imperial.
I joined to serve the Empire and its people.
Idealistic sentiments. A pity in some ways. You may find yourself disappointed.
Oh, definitely.
This
You
isn't
guys are
glamorous
trash.
work. We're sanitation workers. We clean up after the military and the Sith and do the jobs no one else will. Without us, though, the Empire falls apart. So we do whatever is necessary, even if it's thankless and ugly. You understand?
I understand completely, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, as to your next assignment. One of the mandates of our organization is to eliminate dissidents and terrorists within the Empire. We've located one cell of radicals here in the capital working toward the violent overthrow of our government. We must know precisely what these terrorists plan.
Should be straightforward.
We've intercepted chatter suggesting the radicals are planning a major attack soon, but we've only identified a handful of cell members. We will investigate the cell and obtain its plans. We'll have 2 operatives assisting you and full support from the Citadel.
Leo and I worked well together on Hutter. I'd like to use her again.
I think that can be arranged.
Good.
Watcher 2, please come to my office. Bring Khalil Dennis with you.
Watcher 2, huh? That's a pretty name. Is it Tweeter?
It's basic. Unlike many civilizations, the Empire teaches its children how to count.
Oh.
Reporting, sir.
Khalil will be your aide in the field. She'll report to you and take your orders, since you seem able to handle her.
I'm making you look good, Agent. You should be grateful.
Meanwhile, Watcher 2 will be your liaison.
God, she's ugly as hell.
She'll contact remotely and provide you with mission details.
I monitored the operation on Hutter. Very impressive.
I thought it was just going to be a boob camera right there. She's going to stare at your character's breasts the whole game. That's alright.
I'm sure we'll get along fine. So what do you do here?
I analyze. I watch. I try to live up to my title.
Watcher 2 is one of our finest analysts, a success from the government eugenics programs.
Oh, damn.
Faster than most computers.
Our primary lead on the radicals is at the site of a slave rebellion beyond Khar's city. You've been outfitted with all necessary equipment already.
Eugenics is
Once you're in the
nasty
field,
stuff.
signal me via holocommunicator and I'll brief you in full.
I'll head out immediately.
Remember, you're not undercover. Identify yourself as an intelligence officer if you need to, and use the fear that it creates.
Yeah.
You're on Imperial soil now, Agent. Welcome home.
Yeah, the Imperials in this game are just real class acts. What the hell? Starting to feel a little James Bondish here. Greet you respectfully. Blah blah blah.
Don't you have some sort of...
Okay.
We need all the help we...
I guess I'm just meeting my team.
You're the new blood? We'll see if you work out. I used to be a field operative, same as you. Now I'm a fixer. I keep this place running.
You must be an old hand at this. Any wisdom to share?
You want advice, eh? Stay away from politics. People here will tell you that the Sith interfere with our work. Keep us always fighting with the Minister of Intelligence, that sort of thing. Maybe they're right, but it doesn't matter. Our job's to obey orders. Our job's to deal with the enemy.
You're absolutely right.
Then you can consider me a friend.
You'll notice down here,
Like you.
I'm gaining and losing affection based on my decisions.
You have potential.
I'll try to keep it all in mind.
Blah, blah, blah.
Choice. Be careful out there.
Each of your companions are going to have different feelings and different personalities. So if you cater to the personality, you're going to gain more affection. If you don't, you're going to lose affection. So some different companions are very easy to tell where they lie, you know, light side decisions or dark side decisions. This one here is a little tricky. She kind of walks the line, so it's kind of interesting.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't expect you to come over. You're the field agent from Hutter, right? I'm Watcher 3.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you, Watcher 3.
And you? Watcher 2 said you'd been performing admirably, especially for a junior agent. Not that I mean any disrespect. I'm not one to talk about seniority here. I've only been Watcher 3 for 6 months. Surprised I even got a Watcher designation. If I can manage it, I'm sure you'll get a title soon.
No one's ever explained how the designations work.
Keeper assigns the categories. Watchers analyze data, monitor targets. Minders handle internal security. Ciphers are infiltrators. You get the idea. The number is just to identify individuals. It's not a rank, really. Of course, there's only one keeper. Anyway, I should get back to work. I'm on surveillance duty and I don't want to miss anything.
Good man. Make sure that you don't.
Of course. I won't keep you.
Alrighty. Oh my god, now I have to go back and talk to that dude? Jeez, like the quest line that never ends. At least it's all close together. See, in WoW, you'd have the same quest, except it'd be split up, you know, over 900 square miles and 4 different continents.
Agent, I'm pleased to see you, of course. But I thought you'd be busy with the mission, just as well, I suppose. I'm still plotting the details. So, what can I do for you?
There are some things I've been wondering about Imperial intelligence. I thought we could talk.
There isn't much I can tell you that you won't find out yourself. Not anything I'm authorized to share, anyway.
What about Keeper and Darth Jadis? What's going on there?
Agent, don't get involved in that. You don't survive in this business by getting between your superiors and the Sith. Now we
No shit.
Contact me via holocommunicator when you're on site and ready to go, okay?
Sounds good to me. Looking forward to it all.
Agreed. Goodbye, Agent.
Alrighty. So Callio's really not digging me too much. Let's see, companion. Yeah, not doing so well. One of the things you can do is give your companions gifts. They do seem to like that. You do have to be very careful with what you give them, though. I mean, you're not going to lose affection. At least I never have by giving a gift, but you know, they can be better used. Oh, that guy's trying to stay logged in. There's a queue going on right now, so you'll find people macroing just to stay logged on while they're at work or whatnot. It's about 2 to 3 hours on during prime time. Of course, that'll probably ease up a little bit tonight with all the people who didn't buy the game. If you pre-ordered, you're able to play for free during the early access period and whatnot. So there's probably going to be some folks who don't convert. And they gave 2 days of grace period, so tonight that all ends. I'm going to go ahead and queue up for a war front while we're running around. I'd like to get a little bit of combat going.
Destination. Enjoy your stay.
Alright, so we got 2 places to go. gotta go finish that little cloak and dagger mission, and then it's off to deal with the slaves. Now, the one difference between your storyline and your normal quests, all classes share the same normal quests. So this quest I'm doing right here, other than a few dialogue differences, is going to be identical to the one I ran on my bounty hunter. But my class quests, which is pretty much the main storyline, is going to be different for each individual character. So that's nice. Well, each individual class. So that is definitely nice. If I remember right, this guy thinks there is a murderer on the loose.
7 brutal, decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants. I've seen the killer myself.
You think you impress me?
I must be heard. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly matched the people the hunter was for.
Bounty hunters. Sounds subtle. A real professional.
And he never saw me watching him. I followed the killer this morning. Saw that filthy ape. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate any...
Alright, so, like I said, I've already been through here, so I'm going to skip through some of the dialogue, since I've already done it. But this guy basically sees some a bounty hunter going around, and he's tagging civilians, and then those civilians end up dead later on. And so he's freaking out, and... Damn it. And he sends you to go off and deal with him.
And I have a package for you. Do not open it. Better if you don't even look at it. There is an NK line droid. Long live the Emperor.
Yes, yes. So anyways, you have to go back over, I probably should have done that beforehand, but you have to go back over and talk to a bounty hunter standing outside of the bounty hunter area. And he basically informs you that he was hired by the Sith to tag people, and then the Sith are making kind of like a hunting game out of it, where they go around and kill those people. He wasn't aware of it at the time, but there's nothing he can do about it now, and he more or less wants you to... You basically have the choice. You can either kill him, or you can kill the guy who sent you the actual quest. And so the dark side, you go back to the guy who gave you the quest, and you tag him with the bounty hunter's tagger, and the Sith take care of him. Not sure what the light side storyline version will be, so we'll find out. And if I remember right, this quest line here is basically just set up to make the Republic think that you're up to something. We shall see.
I have a package for you.
For me, and I in turn have something that we have not caught the Republic's attention with this sequence. They simply aren't capable.
Yep. So, just a quest to make you run around and supposedly make the Republic think you're up to something. Now, I'm queued for a Warfront down here in the bottom right, just like Warhammer or WoW and etc. etc. You can queue from pretty much anywhere on the planet, although the difference between those games and this one is that the queues are not split based on level. So a level 10 and a level 50 are in the same battleground. But supposedly everybody is tiered up to 50, so you hit harder, etc. etc. The drawback is you don't have the gear and you don't have all the abilities. So a true level 50 is pretty much going to beat the hell out of a normal level 50. I mean, you're given a fighting chance, but you know, a coordinated group of level 50s well geared is pretty much going to decimate a coordinated group of level 10s that, you know, have the best gear that they can get, which is pretty much garbage. But it's not too bad. It's not a shutout, and it doesn't hurt that the fact that, you know, there's not many 50s at the moment. Also, according to Twitter, it looks like the Old Republic just released the security authenticator for Android.
You mind getting out of my way?
This is the guy who...
You've been found guilty of murder, Rennigan. Any last words?
Hang on. I haven't murdered anybody. At least not the people you think I killed.
Uh-huh.
You've been listening to right, sir. Great. Listen, I I didn't murder anybody. I was just hired to tag some random citizens, that's all.
You admit you're mixed up in these brutal murders, then?
No! I never touched any of those victims. My clients did all the killings.
He's still guilty.
A group of Sith to organize games for them. Didn't realize what that meant until bodies started piling up. I confronted them. They laughed. Said Sith have a birthright to hunt lowlives. It's like a sport to them.
There's no telling what will give a Sith pleasure.
That's why I'm trying to get as far away from Drummond Cass as possible. I'm in over my head, and too many people are watching me now. So I can't even leave. I need help, and I'm willing to pay for it. You interested?
Tell me what I can do for you.
Just want this problem to go away. And I only see two ways for that to happen. Either get rid of the loudmouth pointing fingers at me, or end that sick game the Sith are playing.
Oh, I'll deal with the
I
Sith.
think your clients need to find a new hobby.
Oh,
Works for
nice.
me. I'll have a plan that'll get them so good, no one will have to worry about fallout. Take this hunter tag. Use it on Sith acolytes all around the world.
Nice.
This will become my clients' new targets. Don't worry. I'll make sure they survive. Come back when you're done, and I'll pay you.
That's awesome. Alright, so we got a battleground pop-up. We'll go ahead and queue for that and see how that rocks and rolls. Alright, this one is Hutball. Hutball's cool. Basically, there's a ball in the center. It's kind of like football. You get the ball, and you can toss the ball. The ball is a ground target. If you look right here, this is the icon. And you basically, once you have the ball, you click that button, and you get a ground target icon like a normal icon. And then you have to throw it to your target. It can be intercepted. An icon appears on the ground so everybody in the game can see where it's going. And whoever is closest to the epicenter gets the ball. And since there's multi-tiers, if you got good teamwork, good God, she's going all fucking crazy. If you got good teamwork, you can pass it around pretty quick, up and down levels, and get it across pretty fast. But most people, just got the game and haven't figured out how to do anything. So it's usually either a complete stomping on one side or the other. Very rarely do you get a good game. 3, 2... Launched about 2 seconds early. That's the line you've got to cross. Looks like we actually have a healer. Now these things right here, they're the fire pits. They change periodically based on timers. So if you get caught in that, you're pretty much dead. I'm just trying to get into a nice position. If my guy will... Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this one. Try and get across this. Now he can't follow me. And goodbye, sir. Oh, you bitch. Goodbye. Oh well. At least I got that guy. Now, the problem with the sniper, at least at this level, is you don't have a whole lot of toys to get away from targets. I've got some snares and such, but nothing that's really gonna... Nothing's really going to keep me up. So if somebody forces a fight and actually gets on me, then it's really, really hard to deal with. I have some snares and such, so I have abilities to keep people from closing range. But nothing to really get somebody off me long term. There's another sniper, so we'll do a little counter sniper fire. As I get knocked off and choked. And back to sniping. the hell? Unable to take cover at this time. Well, that's new. I haven't seen that yet. Still unable to take cover. Alright, gonna break out and get out of line of sight. Can't snipe me now. Later on you get sprint, which really helps you close range and such. Kind of a bitch at the moment not having it. Let me get some health real quick. Nice little minority report set up there. And let's see if we can't get in range. And goodbye, buddy. It looks like we're going to just let the guy in the background go cap the flag. No way for me to close range in the time. Gotta get my second bar hotkeyed. Good God, they are kicking our ass. Snaring him. Bam! Seriously? He just walked through that? Oh, fuck me. No! Bad Sith. Bad Sith. These right here. Okay, that's the sprint one, which I don't really want, but I'll take. That's a health one right there. You pick that one up, it'll heal you to full. That's what I was trying to get to. Did not make it. So as you can see, 0 to 3. You know, granted, I'm not exactly playing the best teamwork possible. Okay, what is this little bugger doing? That right there stuns him. That's a dot. Yeah, we're fucked. That Lord guy is just raping us. The assassins are really good flag runners. They get an ability that allows them to more or less sprint with the ball. The ball makes you heavy, so you can't run as fast. And they get a, you know, their sprint's ridiculous. And this is more or less where the sniper shines. Getting up above and just ripping the hell out of people. Unfortunately, I'm now out of mana. Well, sniper equivalent of mana. Good God, how many times is that guy gonna score? It's like his fourth score? Jesus. Come on. And he's snared. Just gonna throw it to him though. Nope. Got him! I'm not passing the ball anywhere now. Come on. Not much I can do for him, honestly, other than try and kill these guys, which I have no chance of doing. Oh, maybe that guy. Yep. Damn it. Yeah, there was no way I was going to kill that guy, especially with no mana. And it's the first to 6 wins, so we pretty much got absolutely horribly fucking destroyed there. And not too shabby for a level 12, I guess, damage-wise. Got 4 badges. Did get 1 solo kill, that's not too bad. One of the cool things I do like is tanks have abilities that mitigate damage, guard, and such like that, that allows them to basically take damage instead of, you know, their friendly target. So, like, if you were guarding the flag carrier in this one, you could guard him, and then 50% of the damage that comes to him would go to you instead. And so, if you get enough tanks playing defensive roles, they can really help mitigate some of the damage, and there's actually a stat that's tracked for that. So, I think that really encourages tanks to do their job, which in most games would be something that most people wouldn't even notice. Anyways, like I was saying, it does look like Star Wars has just released the Android app for the market, at least what I'm reading on Twitter. So for those of you with an Android phone or an iPhone, you can get it for either or. I strongly recommend you getting the security key, because it's just a nice layer of protection for your account. And with the technology the way it is, it's so easy to get compromised if you don't know what you're doing. And hell, even if you know what you're doing, it's not too terribly hard. So having a nice long password that's complex, plus the security key, really helps cover your ass. Longest load time ever. Holy shit. Alright, so where we left off with this, the bounty hunter was talking about how he'd been hired by the Sith to set up a game. He wasn't aware that they were going to kill the civilians, and he wants to get back at the Sith, so we're going to go plant the trackers on Sith acolytes. And Sith acolytes are basically people that are wanting to become Sith later on down the road. So by targeting them, you're more or less getting back at the Sith. Let's see, where would I find Sith acolytes? I guess we'll just have to look around town, because I am not seeing any. Oh, there's one. You know, here I am bitching, and voila. Alright. Go ahead and drop that down here. What the hell are you talking about? I haven't tagged that guy. Somebody beat me to it, those bitches. Oh, we'll find another Sith acolyte. And most of your quests are going to have targets. Nope, telephone. One sec.
Cause City, all shiny and new. Makes you want to burn the whole thing down.
Sorry about that. Got a phone call. I'm not sure why I'm not able to tag these Sith acolytes. I guess somebody's come through before me and tagged them all. Usually they reset pretty quick, but apparently not so much this time. Pesky, pesky, pesky. Here we go. Hopefully this one's taggable. Cannot tag the same acolyte twice. What the fuck, Batman? Oh, maybe the quest is bugged out. Okay, now it's showing a quest indicator where it wasn't previously. So we'll come down here and see if we can find one down here. There's one. And that one's taggable. Got one over here somewhere. Whoa! I'm not sure why the mouse is going ape shit. I used to have that problem a long time ago and haven't had any issues with it in, I don't know, a year or so. And now all of a sudden, with this game, the mouse is jerking periodically, which is really, really fucking annoying. Alright, so no acolyte there. SWTOR. Cast Citizen. Is that an acolyte? Yep. And he's taggable. He's taggable. It wasn't taggable a minute ago. So I guess that's all it was, is somebody just ran through and got nailed. So I was just happened to get unlucky and falling behind everybody. And that'll finish that quest off. Alright, we'll report back to him and see what he says, and go from there. I apologize, this quest line seemed to get a little bit boring. Usually they're a little bit more combat related, but this was a little slow. Probably going to take a break after this one. We'll do a brief intermission, and then I'm probably going to play a little bit of Call of Duty after this, or maybe some StarCraft 2, and just kind of change things up a bit. I may be working StarCraft 2 into my playlist over the next couple weeks as I get better. At the moment, I'm actually worse at StarCraft 2 than I am at Call of Duty, which is saying quite a lot. But Call of Duty did come out with a new new map that I'm liking. Not a new map, a new game mode. So I'm going to be playing that a little bit here and there. I'm going to try and get better at Protoss and StarCraft. So let's see what Mr. Renegan has to say now.
My client's already ambushed one of the acolytes you tagged. Wish I could have been there.
Aww.
Attacking Sith is a major crime, even for other Sith. I sent the authorities an anonymous tip to watch the acolytes closely. When my clients jumped the ones you tagged, they were arrested and executed.
Awesome.
That's work I've done in a long time.
Ever consider a career in intelligence work?
And give up all this excitement? No thanks. My loudmouth friend ought to shut up now that the killers have been caught. That should make life easier. Here, take these credits. Couldn't have pulled this off without you. See you around, friend.
Oh, that's a bummer. It's not an upgrade for either of us. Boo. But it has almost leveled me, which is cool. So I should be hitting 13 here relatively fast. I think I can go talk to... Oh, actually, no, I guess that's the end of that quest line. So that's probably a good place for us to go ahead and stop off for now. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll be definitely doing this series more over the next couple weeks. And the games will rotate on Wednesday, so sometimes it'll be Star Wars, maybe StarCraft, Call of Duty. I did get Dead Island, so I'm probably going to be playing a little bit of that for shits and giggles. So if there's a game that you would like me to do a Let's Play series on, definitely let me know. And I'll see if I can work it into the lineup. And I'll probably do several recordings throughout the day on Wednesdays, and the games, like I said, will probably rotate periodically. So I'll probably get another game up later on today when I either play some StarCraft or some Call of Duty. So you guys have a great evening. Hope you guys all are going to have a good Christmas. And I'll catch you guys in another clip.